All right, here we go.
Woohoo!
We got a special St. Patrick's edition to Live with Diamonds and Music. Hello, William Beard. How are you, sir?
What is up? What is up? If you guys saw my little message, I am on location in Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Just starting a trip here
Nice.
and
What are you up to,
excited to
man?
join
What
you
are you doing
guys.
in Miami?
I was catching the end of the JIS show, hanging out for a week, connecting with one of our great partners that I did mention on the end of last week's show, Creative Brazil. We're not going to do that tonight. Pasquale has some special content for us tonight. Very, very excited. I'll let you talk about that. Mum's the word now. But what I will tell you all, if you're watching now or later, next week, we're going to have a very special show all focused on Creative Brazil, our partners. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. If you're curious about it all, you can go on to Diamonds and Music into the artisan area and check out anything. But we're going to show you a lot of really beautiful stuff next week. What do we got this week?
Well, Bill, now that you asked, this week we have some pretty powerhouse pieces. We're going to be showcasing one, two, three, four, five, six, seven estate jewelry pieces. They're all fine jewelry, either platinum or yellow gold or white gold. So just get ready to be knocked your socks. Yeah, we're going to knock your socks off this week. So we have just an incredibly boring, exciting little background about what estate jewelry is, guys. So let's kind of dive into it. So, as you know, diamondsandmusic.com, angeluccijewelry.com. But we're going to be featuring this. We have a recent partner. So here we go. So I just want to give you a historical background about, because the pieces that we're going to be talking about tonight are in two of these categories: Art Deco, okay, and Victorian. Art Deco and Victorian. This is like Jeopardy. I'll take Art Deco for 2000. William Beard's ancestors were part of what empire? A, the Habsburg. B, I'm just kidding. So here we go.
Today we celebrate. We celebrate our empire today.
Hey, I'm like an honorary. I'm an honorary Irishman.
That's right.
William
I get to
Beard,
be an
Jimmy
honorary
Flanagan.
Italian with Pasquale. So
That's right. So my new liver is coming in the mail. So here we go, guys. So there's really just six eras of antique jewelry, and people have been making jewelry for thousands of years, but six separate periods between the 1700s and 1950s. These kind of like historical jewelry eras, or the Georgian era, Victorian, Edwardian, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and Retro. So let's talk
just
about the
real quick,
Victorian.
Pasquale, I just want to say, not to interrupt you, I apologize,
Yeah.
but just so people get a sense, like normally when you say estate jewelry in very general, we're talking about these older styles and pieces that were built and made during these eras, right? That are kind of pre to what we consider modern and contemporary jewelry. And you might have seen something like this, a piece in your family, at a shop somewhere or online, and it is a whole world of jewelry that we're gonna dive into with you here. So go ahead. We're starting chronologically.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that you know there are definitely some historic kind of motifs for each period. So, for example, if we talk about the Victorian period, we're talking about Queen Victoria's reign during most of the 1800s. Three kind of separate categories: romantic, grand, and aesthetic. But a lot of motifs or themes or kind of styles based on involving animals, especially snakes. A lot of stuff that was nature was definitely an inspiration for a lot of this jewelry. And we're going to see an actual example of a Victorian piece in a few minutes. But let's go to the last page. So Art Deco. I kind of love Art Deco jewelry. Just this whole period of architecture and art and jewelry is just amazing. Introduced at the 1925 Expo by the French architect Le Corbusier, who was not related to the Courvoisier family, but he did like his occasional cognac. But unlike Georgian era and Victorian era jewelry, Art Deco jewelry is known for being very geometrical, angular, and a very clean look. So, like, Great Gatsby, 1920s, right? You have this
Yes.
whole sort of like 25, 30-year period, a very specific cultural, phenomenon that happened. It was just kind of a mirror of the whole time period,
one of
jazz,
one of my
etc.
favorite aesthetics ever. I mean, that it's sort of like it's very minimalist and modern, we consider modern design, but there's more style to it. Here in Miami is one of the greatest. I've just been driving around. It's hard for me to not think about and mention this in terms of Art Deco, because there's a lot of beautiful Art Deco hotels and buildings in South Beach and in Miami. So if you've ever been here, you've seen some of that. I mean, architecture, woodwork. It's there's across so many different disciplines in art, including jewelry. You can wear a piece from these eras. You can wear a piece from the 20s or the 30s, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that certainly there's a lot to be said for jewelry that's made today using technology. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. I mean, like the estate jewelry pieces that I've seen, they're just out of this world, and they have so much history and provenance and stories and memories embedded inside of it. It's just incredible.
Craftsmanship. I mean, we're just going to keep talking about that with each of these eras. I mean, even to go back to the Victorian, once we see that piece, just hang on, because seeing these pieces, I mean, think of the tools that they had and the things that they didn't have that maybe modern jewelers have and contemporary jewelers have now. I mean, it's just pure craftsmanship.
Yeah, and that's an incredible point, because I always say, like, it's always great to use what you have instead of looking for the
Mhm.
shiny new object. And it's amazing
Mhm.
what people have done with the limited tools that they've had. So some of the sort of style characteristics of the Art Deco jewelry area. Well, the jewelry is known for being geometrical, angular, clean. Art Deco style inspired many architects to design landmarks using these concepts. Platinum. Platinum. This is a very interesting fact. Platinum was the primary metal of the Art Deco era. The diamonds, sapphire, ruby, onyx, and emeralds helped assert the bold and prominent aesthetics of the time. So very interesting, because once the war hit, platinum became very scarce. And talk about like perceived value, right? Like platinum jewelry, even though today it's technically a lot cheaper than gold, the spot price, the international spot prices, is still considered very rare and precious. And a lot of the big jewelry houses like Cartier and Tiffany's, De Beers, Harry Winston, etc., will only create engagement rings in platinum, because again, they're just perpetuating this. It's like, hey, you know buy this object, it's only 5 times more, even though they're ripping you off. But it,
Exactly.
it,
That's the thing to say. That spot price is lower. They're creating that value. It's not that platinum doesn't have value, but
mhm.
it still is less than gold, right? But there's this
Yeah,
created value that it is higher.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to check out some of these pieces, guys. I hope you are too. And so let's kind of you know move on here. I'm just going to move this little
Love seeing both of those slides.
thing over. So check this out. So item 11, guys, we'll go right into it. So we're going to be talking about items 11 through 17 today. So the first item that we have for sale. So this is you need to just do item 11 sold. Okay, so this is actually a Art Deco piece. So we talked about those geometric lines, etc. Look at the size of this sapphire.
God.
This is a over 5 carat, nearly flawless sapphire. People always think, oh, diamonds are the most expensive gemstone. Well, not necessarily. Sapphires, rubies, and emeralds are right below that. And sometimes they can actually be, it's all rarity. Like, how rare
Mhm.
is this stone? Is this piece? Is this artwork piece of, for whatever you're
That's
collecting?
one
So,
of, one of the most incredible things I think about estate jewelry is, there were more large stones in a lot of precious stones, including these sapphires. There was, more platinum, gold, precious metals. I mean, these things, look how generous that is. And is that what's on the side, baguettes?
yeah, exactly. So those side diamonds, which are just under 2 carats, are 6 6 baguettes, and 8 rounds. So the 3 on either side of the center stone are the baguettes, and then on the top and bottom are the round brilliants. So look at the work in the back of the whole entire
Mm,
piece. Like just the whole perspective of making a piece of jewelry was just completely different. And you
yeah.
know every
Do that again.
single
Let's look at that back and around the band, the
yeah,
detail at the top of the band, the mounting.
absolutely.
You
And
don't
this is called
see
the
that.
yeah,
You
this
don't
is called the
see that,
gallery. You don't
right?
it's very, very difficult to see. And it's kind of like you mentioned about the craftsmanship and the
Mhm.
perfection of perfecting one's art. It's just a lot of pride went into this. So this is
Yeah.
platinum, guys. This is platinum. Usually 950 platinum, so it's almost pure platinum. It goes for
Mm.
14,999. So all you got to do is what you just text item 11 sold to 949 449 1123. You're saying, oh well, I can't afford that. Guess what? Contact me. We have different financing options,
Mhm.
up to 36 months of financing. But if you're looking for that perfect piece for your 40th anniversary or just any special occasion, like this is absolutely like to
Oh,
die for.
and how many of these? Tiffany's with us. She just said gorgeous. I love it. Our mentor's on and checking us out. How many of these are there? Can if you buy this one, then I mean they
It's
made a bunch
gone.
of these. That's right.
No, no, it's gone. Like literally, this is
Yeah.
one of a kind. So talk
That's what
about
you got to understand. These
yeah,
estate pieces, this is a singular piece of craftsmanship. So not only, are we talking about this gorgeous sapphire, 5 carat, over 5 carat sapphire, there is one of these. It is a unique, singular piece of art.
absolutely. This is wearable art, guys. So you see on the screen 949 449 1123. All you got to do is text item 11 sold. Gosh, what is my husband going to say when he gets the credit card bill? Just tell him you bought a couple extra tomatoes at the supermarket. You
There
know,
you
they,
go. A
it's
couple extra
inflation.
tomatoes.
It's
I love
inflation,
it.
honey. It's
Well,
inflation.
look, here's the thing. Speaking of that inflation, right? You could buy tomatoes. We all spend on a lot of things. These pieces appreciate. This is a 5 over 5 carat sapphire. That's not going down in value ever,
No,
right?
absolutely not. And these pieces come with paperwork and an appraisal. Um, we're partnering with one of the most incredible estate jewelry family-owned business. We've been able to source these incredible pieces just for you guys, just for our viewers. So literally, this will be gone, and we're
Yep.
getting a lot of calls right now. I don't even think is it actually sold? Wait a minute.
Love it.
Let me
Here, come
check the
Okay. Let me
technology
take
here.
a look.
What?
I want to show the next piece too.
Uh-oh. Okay, guys, you better hurry up and text item 11
Go.
sold.
There is
Here we go.
interest.
This
There
is
is
item
interest. Oh
12.
my
Item
God.
12. Item 12.
Oh,
Item 12. What do we have here? The Roma. The ring is named after the eternal city of Rome. Why
mm,
is that? Well, we have, you know, we have a 2 carat, almost 2 carat centered round brilliant diamond
mm.
in a set in 18 karat yellow gold, Bill, and the side diamonds are just shy of 1 carat, so about a little over 2.5 carats for under 13,000. So this isn't like talk about put a ring on it, baby. Like
Ha ha ha.
do you think
For real.
she would be
And
upset at you if you
look,
came home with this?
and
No,
and and people spend, this is not, I mean, we're talking, right around 13,000 for, a very nice high-end quality engagement ring is not out of the realm of current contemporary engagement rings. But this is a one of a kind. And one of the things that I love about all of the estate jewelry is, you're pulling stones out of the earth. And they may find stones like this. It's not that they don't. They're certainly out there, but the stones that were pulled out, 50, 60, 80 years ago, prior to that, they're different.
they are different. They're cut differently. They shine differently. They have it's just like a guitar that sounds better after being played for 50 100 years. Same with this
Yep.
beautiful estate jewelry. It just has it speaks differently. It has provenance. It has just
Yes.
so many beautiful memories hidden inside of it. And guys, this could be yours. I mean, the Roma ring is available right now. There's literally, again, one piece. So all of these 7 pieces are one of a kind, which means there's
Yep.
only one of them. So once they're
Tiffany asked
sold,
us.
bye bye.
Sorry. Yes. Only one of a kind. There's a question. Do we know, or do you have? I know you do in the paperwork, but know off the top of the head the color and clarity on this.
I do actually. Yeah, the color and clarity are H color and VS2 clarity. So HVS2, HVS2. We'll go ahead and add that. Thank you very much, Tiffany. I appreciate that. So let's move on to item 13, guys. This is an incredible piece as well. It's genuine Alexandrite. So look at this bad boy. It's so amazing that you can't even handle.
Wow.
It's 5.16 carats of cushioned tourmaline that changes yellowish green. So, guys, this is 18 karat gold, yellow gold. It's called the Festa Verde, which is the green feast. Look at this. I mean, talk about diamonds that are more precious. Excuse me, stones that are more precious than diamonds. This tourmaline, 5 carat tourmaline. This quality is very, very hard to come by. So about a third of a carat of diamonds on the side. Those are more brown diamonds, so they're a little bit lower, but they actually match.
Right.
They
work with the green
They
in the
work with the
tourmaline.
green.
You wouldn't want it be like too bright. They work together. And if you've never seen tourmaline, do yourself a favor. The refraction and light. This is a piece that you wear that, depending on whatever lighting, whatever atmosphere you're in, the color is going to adapt.
Yeah, it's it has it's a paleochloristic stone. It actually acts like a chameleon. It changes based on the environment. So it's a really fascinating gemstone called Alexandrite. And there's some that are still sourced in Brazil, but to get one of this size and this clarity, I mean, it's just incredible. So item 13 sold. If you want this piece, one of a kind piece, item 13 sold to 949 449 1123.
Yes.
It's on the screen, y'all. We're gonna take one trip around the world. Boom. Check this out. I mean, 18 karat yellow gold, 5 carat.
Like these other pieces. I was just thinking about that light more. I mean, how, like, it's a completely one of a kind piece to begin with. No one else, wherever you go, you're in the office, you're at an important meeting, you're in a business application, you're applying for a job, you're in sales. I have friends. I got to get my friend Kim. I'm going to send my friend Kimberly, who's like just kills it in sales, to come and look at this. Can you imagine? You have a one of a kind piece and then a stone that is so distinct. Wherever you are, it changes, and and people who are like notice it. You'll move around, or you'll be in a different part of a party or an event, and it will change. I mean, you couldn't have anything more distinct to represent yourself.
Oh my gosh, talk about self-expression. And this is definitely a conversation starter. It's easy. You have your phone. All you got to do is, if you want this, item 13 sold to 949 449 1123. Item 13 sold.
This one's
All right.
13. Change our little screen. We still got 12 down on our I'm sorry, I'm not at the controls. Pasquale is running the dashboard, and he's got a lot
sorry,
of
guys.
buttons
So sorry,
and bells
guys.
and whistles. That's okay. They get it. Item 13. And just so everyone knows, just to repeat, we could have earlier, whenever you're watching this, text. Whenever you're watching this, this is item 13 in our catalog. It'll never change. They are going away. But if you're watching this sometime in the next 48 hours or a few days, text us and see if it's sold, if it's still available or not.
Definitely. Absolutely. Cool. So let's move on to 14. And this is incredible also. So here we go. Item
so excited about how
14.
distinct these are. Ah, here we go. Right into Art Deco.
Just absolutely amazing. Art Deco. I'm gonna just hide this for a moment. We're gonna take a better look. So the Milano. So all these, were named after incredible metropolises in Italy. This is the Art Deco Platinum pendant. We have 5 center diamonds totaling 1.8 carats and 2.5 carats for side diamonds. All these diamonds are F color VS2 clarity, FVS2, FVS2. So this is $69.99, guys. It's a bargain. Like, look at the amount of work that was done, even in the clasp, the actual, all the milligreen beading, all the incredible sort of lace like material. I mean, this is actually to achieve this, is absolutely incredible. So check this out, guys. Item 14 sold to 949 449 1123. Item 14. Okay, moving on to item 15. Ta-da. There we go. So this actually goes back to the Victorian period. So il fiore. Il fiore is just the flower. So this flower Victorian diamond pendant. Gosh, 5 carats of diamonds in total. That's absolutely insane. So 85 points, just shy of 1 carat in the middle, and then 4.2 carats, all these side diamonds. So these are all, old mine cut diamonds this is from the 1860s. So diamond cutting, the way diamonds and stones are actually cut, is an evolution. It's an evolving process. So this is kind of like has captured this time period it's like frozen in time, basically forever. So the Il Fiore pendant is a great bargain, guys, at $79.99. So for $8,000, boom, you got your anniversary taken care of. Or treat yourself. The best. I love shopping for myself. It's the funnest ever.
Will you drop? Sorry to ask, Pasquale, but will you drop our item 15 at the bottom just for a minute? Just I want everyone to be able to see
absolutely
all of that piece. I mean, this much for $8,000. You see, you're getting like 5 carats of diamonds.
Pretty major
cut, like you said, cut in a way that is not done in this style or these cuts any longer.
It's not done. I mean, the mine cut, the old miner's cut is amazing. On the surface level, you say, oh, it's more of a rudimentary cut, but no, it's not. It's a snapshot into history. And so,
wearing the bands, the like loops, you're looking at both sides of the loops of this pendant. I mean, to see that is like very 360. This has a whole spatial dimensionalness to it that is a little difficult to really take away from the photograph, but you can start to see it. I mean, you can't, you might think, someone might think that these pieces, this pendant in particular, oh, well, somebody could go make that if I had it is very unlikely that you could find anyone that could actually really make a piece just like this, right?
Such a good point. I mean, I'm sorry that it just, handmade jewelry is a whole other universe, a whole other world, where we don't know how many hours it took the goldsmith, the jeweler, to actually fabricate this by hand. It's just, and every single stone was just intricately placed, perfectly symmetrical. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece, guys. Again, over 5 carats of diamonds for $8,000. It's a no-brainer. So item 15 sold to 949 449 1123. Item 15. All right, we got just a couple pieces to check out, guys. Item 16. This is actually a branded piece, a very famous jewelry company. They are from Madrid. They're a Spanish company, and they're called Carrera and Carrera. So this is actually, if you noticed, super Art Deco. This is a platinum pair of earrings, and so basically the total weight is 1.25 carats.
That is stunning. design to me. Oscars are coming up, not this weekend, next weekend. Literally, this is a pair of earrings you could wear to the Oscars or to your Oscars, whatever that is for you, whatever the big function, big party. I mean, pieces like this is it's an investment for you. It can be an investment for of love to your partnership, but to me, this level of style is something that, I mean, this can bring you business. No joke. You walk in the right room, and when you're wearing pieces like this and you're holding that kind of style, and it has a power to it.
Definitely, man. And that's our whole thing here at Diamonds and Music,
Yes.
Amulet jewelry worn for power.
Yes.
We talk about, like, gosh, like when someone makes an entrance into a room with a pair of earrings like this and the right outfit, it's just
Hmm.
like, oof, who is that? Like, it's just another form of
Huh.
self-expression. But you're absolutely right, Bill. These are
It
stunning.
is.
And see all the milligree beadwork around each individual stone and along the borders of the piece, inside here, where the channel set baguettes are set. It's just a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of love, a lot of effort, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into making this one pair of earrings. And this one pair of earrings could be yours. All you got to do is what? Text item 16 sold to 949 449 1123. So this is kind of a special week, guys. We usually don't do much, state jewelry. This is basically episode 3 for us, but we're just doing different things, and we're going to actually incorporate and salt and pepper our inventory with tons of just great
Yes.
estate jewelry, because this is literally a whole other world that I'm folding into the cake batter, if you will.
Yes. And like you said, we have an incredible relationship with this amazing source. Beautiful family-owned business that are absolute specialists. Again, the level of paperwork and history that comes with these pieces is a part of that purchase. I mean, that is a part of, the countenance and history of these pieces is that proof of their power and their energy. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that can look like something expensive, but a lot of people walk into rooms and close business deals at their business for, you can walk in and do a 6-figure business deal.
You're right.
You're wearing a black dress, whatever black dress, and these earrings, you are not going to look like anyone else in the room.
That's a great point, man. It's such a great point to just be powerful and dress powerfully and feel good about yourself. Jewelry isn't about logic, it's about emotion. So treat yourself.
Mhm.
Treat yourself to something nice. Why not? I mean, item 16 sold to 949 449 1123. We love all you viewers. We're growing our audience every week. We've had just phenomenal response, and we appreciate you guys spending some time with us tonight. So we're going to move on, Bill, to our last. This is actually, I kind of say,
not least for last.
check this out. This is some James Bond stuff, man. Can you believe it's not animated in the video, but this center area where the 2 diamonds are located here, at the top of the belt buckle, like, bracelet, this actually opens up to reveal a watch. I know that's crazy, but we're not going to see it inside of this video, but rest assured, all you have to do is
you can see the watch on the back of the watch. And if you're really interested, we can always show you a piece. I mean, all of this, not to step on this piece, let's talk about it, but just really quickly, if this isn't for you by chance, you might know someone in your life. You might know that person that does business at a level that we're talking about. You might know someone. We've been having amazing referrals, networking, sending the show on to other people, then watching the show afterwards. I mean, look, you cannot, where have you ever seen in your life or in your recent time a watch that looks like that?
They don't exist. And in fact, this is a one of a kind. This is a 18 karat yellow gold watch bracelet. It's 69 grams. It's over 2 ounces of gold. It's just under 8 inches. The standard size for bracelets is 7 inches, but that doesn't mean anything. My mom, I think, is an 8. Some people are 7.5. And there's 2 diamonds here. Obviously, there's 0.20 carats. So they're small little accent diamonds. But this piece is just a chunky, beautiful, solid gold watch bracelet. This is just an incredible piece.
And it's both. I mean, how often do you see now? And it's not to say, I mean, we love the watch industry as well and have people in that industry, but oftentimes now it's the watch itself that they're emulating or making into a jewelry-esque. This is an incredible gold bracelet. This is a piece of jewelry and a watch.
And a watch. That's the distinction right there. And it's just a super unique piece, guys. And it's all you got to do, again, item 17. Never in the history of humankind have we made it so easier for for customers to here we go. So 18 karat yellow gold watch bracelet, 69 grams, item 17 sold to 949 449 1123. Absolutely gorgeous.
And again, just to repeat, if you're with us this far, you heard us probably, but whenever you're watching, send us a message. We can see what's available. If this one goes, again, we're continuing to reveal to you all of our partners and our network across Angelucci Jewelry, Diamonds and Music. Next week, we're going to show you another partner. If this particular piece is gone, we have these relationships, and you can have a relationship with us. That's the real point here, is that we're available and deliver that level of service that is very personal and friendly. And I know that may sound schmaltzy or cheesy, but I'm telling you, have one call with us. We're really here to build a comfortable relationship and make these products available.
For sure. So we're going to do a quick run, if that's okay.
Please, let's go back through. Not too quick, because they're worth it.
Yeah, item 11 is the sapphire diamond piece at 14,999. 5.3 carats sapphire. 1.8 carats diamonds. Baguettes and rounds. 14,999. So just item 11 sold for that first piece to 949 449 1123. Okay. Item 12 is this beautiful yellow gold. It's called the Roma. So the Roma basically is this incredible 18 karat yellow gold. So 18 karat gold. That's 750 parts per 1,000. 75% gold.
Those side diamonds, I just meant to say when we were on this the first time and I didn't. I mean, the size on those side diamonds, the size on the cut is just.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're huge. They're really big. They're not tiny little, 0.5 millimeters, one pointers. I mean, these diamonds stand on their own. Just incredible workmanship. All those are, pave set. Just a really solid piece, guys. So item 12 sold to 949 449 1123. Okay. 13. Really unique Alexandrite piece. Item 13, guys. The Festa Verde. Oh, why is it shaking? Because it's an earthquake of savings. It's a 9.5 on the Richter scale, guys. 5.16 carats cushion tourmaline.
So heavy on that table.
I know. I mean, the table, the tray just can't handle.
The chameleon. Look at that. The tray table can't handle that distinct design. It's meant for rings that look the same, that you see again and again and again and again. This, again, every single one of these, there's one.
That's right, guys. Just
one you're seeing.
Just one. So here it is again. Item 13 sold to 949 449 1123. The Alexandrite. Okay, so now we're moving on to 14. What do we have, guys? 14, we have this beautiful pendant called the Milano. The Milano is at $69.99. It's almost $7,000. It's an Art Deco piece, right? Platinum Art Deco. Platinum is the metal. So 5 center diamonds here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those total 1.8 carats. And the side diamonds are total 2.5. So basically, you have basic math here. 4.3 carats for 7 grand. A super deal. Okay, so item 15. There we go. All these are one of a kind pieces, guys. Il Fiore, a Victorian diamond pendant. 5 carats of diamonds in total. Center diamond is 0.85 carats. The side diamonds 4.2. These are all old mine cuts. I believe this is 18 karat white gold. So item 15 sold. It's 949.
Literally crafted in the 1860s, handmade in the Victorian era, and you can wear this.
Definitely.
Imagine.
Here we go, guys. So item 16, this branded piece. It's by a really cool Spanish jewelry house, Maison Joyeria, called Carrera and Carrera. I actually got the pleasure to do business with them when I was living in Italy as a diamond buyer. I would basically, go to different jewelry shows, and we did some business in Madrid and Cordoba, which is in southern Spain. But
oh yes,
beautiful piece.
And the cathedral together in Cordoba. And those earrings to me are they're just so stunning. They're so Hollywood. They're
so Hollywood, and people are always like, man, this is the red carpet. These are the pieces that make up the red carpet. So, skip the line, guys. Skip the line to get into the Oscars and just get something for yourself and enjoy.
Right.
This last piece is kind of, just an incredible, like the pinnacle for me. I mean, I love actually the subtle engraving on the side. If you can see, like down the middle of the piece, the gold is this beautiful hand engraving, and around the diamonds, this sort of starburst. Like, do you see that around those two little center stones? Like, all of this hand engraving is done by hand. Someone actually chiseled and attained this perfect detail. It's just beautiful.
I mean, look at that band. Look at every link of the band, the thickness. These are like gold plates.
Yeah, these are solid, man. Like, definitely like 2 ounces of gold. Are you kidding me? Like, you can't even find it.
I shouldn't say plates, because that's like plated. I should say bars.
No, plates. They're like ingots. Bars. They're like ingots. Exactly. I totally know what you're saying.
Incredible,
gorgeous piece. Like, it's over the course of, gosh, who knows how many years, they just age and weather beautifully. Like, decades. Unlike a lot of products that we buy, guys, jewelry can actually last a heck of a long time, certainly a lot longer than we last. And that's right. And that's the thing, is like the whole idea of the legacy, what are we going to pass on to our sons and daughters and grandkids?
Yes. Like, I was just going to say, these are heirlooms. I mean, these are heirlooms. And in this era, and we see how our society is going, I mean, there are beautiful modern designers, and we love those as well. But each one of these pieces, and literally you can text and then get it from us. You can get on a payment plan. There's financing, and you will have this for the entire rest of your life, and for your son or daughter, your children, your grandchildren. I mean, to see pieces like this that will be handed down and live on for generations.
I totally agree. agree. We have someone who's very, very interested in a couple of these pieces. We have to get back to them as soon as we're done with the show. But I appreciate it. We're just doing different things. Like, we're talking about jewelry from different eras. What makes a Victorian piece? What makes an Art Deco piece? Not hopefully, we will definitely be introducing more and more and more of these lovely pieces as we go on, guys. Like, like, that's what we're all about. Like, we both love jewelry. We both love music. That's the name, Diamonds and Music. And we just want to share with you, like, some of these wonderful pieces that we have in our possession and on our websites. You can go to diamondsandmusic.com. William has this incredibly curated selection of fashion and fine jewelry, or you can go to angeluccijewelry.com. I'm going to be folding in a lot of these estate pieces, and so hopefully, we're going to be expanding our inventory for estate jewelry. And but I think that we gave the viewer like a really cool taste this week of these 7 pieces.
Yeah, and an education into a world that, frankly, I don't think, unless you already know estate jewelry and it's a hobby or you see it some, but there's so much information to share here, and that we're going to keep sharing. And there's a whole world. I mean, I love, the visual arts in part is a big part of what, like, I've always loved jewelry, but my career has been in filmmaking in part, and I just think and I see about, like, as we build this estate jewelry and we have customers and clients, like, I would love at some point to go do a shoot. We could film something I see, and like fight in a jazz, in these pieces. That is the connect music. It's just photography art, so distinct to show wearing these and in an Art Deco in a club and jazz, all of that provenance and culture is a part of these pieces, whatever era they're.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And it kind of like when I see these earrings and like the Art Deco pendant, it reminds me of that, like the era, like of the Great Gatsby, the Roaring Twenties, and just like what was life like during that time. Just kind of these pieces actually transport you if you let them to, like, faraway lands. It's incredible. Like, this is wearable art, guys, and so it's an absolute pleasure to have done this really brief introduction, and we're definitely going to be peppering, layering in some more estate jewelry as we go along, and I'm just really excited.
Yeah,
Well, I
that
appreciate you
trade
taking the time.
transport.
Bill, I know you're on your business trip, and man, how was the
Yes.
show today?
Oh, it was great, man. There's just so much in the whole world, so many contacts, in the world of jewelry. There's so much going on. There's again, it's just our network, and us being that source of that network will just continue to share everything that I'm connecting around, and that Pasquale is connecting around, and that we're connected to. We want to keep sharing all of these amazing connections and all of these amazing pieces and artists and businesses that we are establishing relationships with, and want to be that conduit for you to, I mean, literally time travel. I just think if you want something from the 20s, we're back in the 20s, right? I've been waiting a long time because I personally love, like I said, Art Deco and the culture of the roaring 20s of the 20th century. And here we are in our own roaring 20s of, and that was a tumultuous time. There's a lot of romance around it, but I mean, let's be honest, there was a lot of tumultuous times in the world going on then as well as now. And there was this art created. And I was thinking, you can buy furniture from these eras. There's some clothing, but a lot of it deteriorates. But how can you wear and transport yourself directly into an era? This isn't a replica. This is built by hand in the late 1800s, in the 1920s. You are putting on your person and your body. You're time traveling.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I hate to say it, but there is really nothing else besides jewelry, like, maybe an old couch or some furniture, or things erode over time. And you're absolutely right. Like, this is, I don't know, it's mind-boggling to me, um, how beautiful these pieces are, because, you
Yeah.
know, it's a different time,
And you can share it, right? Those other pieces. I mean, I hope we're going to have a show at some point. I'm going to go to our partner here and have, as much as I love Art Deco, I also love, we had Art Nouveau as an era, to have Art Nouveau pieces. Oh my God.
for
Paris,
sure.
Art Nouveau, the great, era, the painters. It's like, you could have other objects from these time periods, but almost always anything else we're talking about. I mean, maybe even a book, which you have to be very careful with. You might have a guest in your home see an antique like that, but you can't, as I've been describing, bring, something else from these eras into a business meeting, to a special celebration, to a very special performance. I mean, any of these places, you carry on your person all of this provenance and history and craftsmanship when you wear one of these pieces.
You know what? It's funny. It's such a cool perspective that you bring, man, because it's true. I've been doing jewelry for almost 30 years, and I never thought about it like that. It's literally like that the idea of like being able to there's I think Patek Philippe says that you never really own a Patek Philippe watch. You're holding on to it for the next generation, and that whole idea. And I would love to have there's a woman named Inazita Gay, and she's works with Van Cleef and Arpels, one of the oldest jewelry houses from France, and super amazing pieces. And she actually created and co-founded and teaches at a jewelry school that she founded in Paris. So my dream is to like talk to her, maybe get her on the show.
Yes.
She holds a lot of amazing seminars around jewelry history and learning about history through jewelry as an expression of art and culture, and just it's amazing. I mean, it's a whole other conversation when you talk about these pieces. It's a whole different conversation.
It is. It's like there's realms of jewelry that we're like taking you on these trips. Like, here's this realm that we have access to. And next week, as we wrap up, we're going to take you to South America and to this realm of modern hand created Brazilian design that like has all of that flavor and energy. I mean, it's every realm is like, I just love sharing, each one of these is such a cool access to it's like a portal to a world.
Wow. Well said, man. Well said. I'm so honored to have presented these pieces, guys. If you're interested, if you see this Facebook Live, obviously they're gonna live as posts on Diamonds and Music Facebook page, YouTube page, Angelucci, different platforms. And so, man, we're just getting started, guys. We're having so much fun.
Just getting started.
And we love each and every single one of you guys. Have a wonderful, safe St. Patrick's Day. Don't do anything I would, and always remember
a little blessing. In Irish and Gaelic, we say for cheers, we say sláinte. So that's health, sláinte to all of your health, and faith in Bagora. That's what my Irish grandmother would say.
Faith in Bagora.
That's it. And that's God. That's the God and the goddess is really a very old Irish Gaelic word. So we have to faith, and then we say God, and we're Irish Catholic, so it means that, but it's a much older word as well. And that's a blessing, and to everyone, we really do have love and blessings for all of you.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have a wonderful, safe St. Patrick's Day. Remember, don't drink and drive. You might spill some. And just have fun. And we'll see you guys next Thursday for sure. We're going to be featuring Creative Brazil.
Yes, from Miami. Exciting. Get ready.
Incredible. It's going to be amazing.
Get ready.
Super
all right,
excited.
You guys.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bill, for being here with us. And safe travels, my man.
Hey, thank you. Until next time. Thanks for preparing and sharing all of those pieces. They're gorgeous.
My pleasure. Okay. We're out.
All right. Ciao.